There are 31 nights till Halloween, which means these are the 31 nights to watch horror films. This is 31 Nights of Halloween.
VHS is a series of anthology films that first debuted in 2012. Now, like Creepshow or Tales from the Crypt, where we have somebody presenting us with these stories, or in Tales from the Dark Side, an example of the movie, we had a little boy tell the story. In VHS, we have bad people who end up finding these VHS tapes. And by bad people, I mean in the first film, there was a group of teens that would make disgusting, raunchy videos of them doing something to females and then videotaping it, and also them destroying windows and beating up on people. So these people end up finding this tape, the bunch of tapes in this house, and when they start watching them, they can't believe what they're seeing. And the second one is another similar thing where there's a private investigator who's a shady, dirty, sneaky private investigator in that regard, and he ends up going to investigate the location of somebody they think who's missing, and him and his assistant discover all these VHS tapes, and they can't believe it as well. I've only seen the first two. I think I did see three, and I hated it. I think it was Viral, VHS Viral. I thought it was awful. Now, to be honest, for me, I like the first one, but the second one is great. That's my favorite one. VHS 2 is probably one of my favorite anthology horror films of all time. I rank that up there with Creepshow as one of the best. Really, I think this even surpasses Tales from the Dark Side, to be honest. VHS 2. I love it. Each individual story is interesting and weird, and it takes a new spin on it and certain things. I mean, this is truly interesting, and the only bad thing about VHS that I can think of is the fact that it's gone on for so long now. Shudder got their hands on it, and they've released in so many of them. I can't even count. There was a 1994 one that was released I heard wasn't that good. And now I heard there's a 1985 one that's good. So I don't know. I've only seen the first three: VHS, VHS 2, and VHS Viral. And my favorite episode or little segment out of all of them is the Asian cult, or I don't know if it's Philippines or whatever. There's a little cult. That was my favorite one. It was so creepy and so bizarre, and more realistic than, well, except for the ending, but pretty realistic for the most part of something shady happening. And so that was one of my favorite. And then also, actually, that's not the only one. Also in part 2, there's one with a zombie, where somebody gets bitten by a zombie, but they have a GoPro camera on them, on their helmet. So you watching them as like their perspective, you're actually seeing what a zombie would see if you were a zombie. So those are two cool little interesting things that I like from that part 2. That I think part 2 also has the one with the like a demon woman kind of thing, where she's like weird. She has wide eyes, and I don't know if the actress really had those wide eyes, but I was always wondering, like, what's up with her head? What's up with her face? And then later it comes out, you reveal what happens. The first one's good too. The first one's good. Not as good as the second one in my opinion, but the first one is pretty good. I like the segment with the ghost, the haunted house in that one. Also, part 2 has, or VHS 2 has, alien segment one in it, which is awesome. And each video is like a found footage thing, so they're not like a individual story. I mean, there are individual stories, but it's not like this directed like a movie or a TV show. It's like they find all these VHS tapes, and it's like people making homemade videos, and they're discovering that way. Like I told you, like the zombie with the GoPro, the occult thing was like a news reporting team going to investigate. The zombie, the alien one was these kids were making home videos, and an alien invasion happens in that night. So these are really cool, interesting videos or segments. And part 1 has the same thing where people have hidden cameras and things like that. And one guy, I think it could have been the second one, also has a new eye, and it's like this new digital eye that can help him see because he lost his eye, and now he's seeing weird things that he can't explain. So yes, the second one is the best in my opinion. Again, I haven't seen all of them, but between the first 3, the second one's the best. The first one's really good too. I like the second one. I like the first one as well. So yes, VHS definitely one of those cool, interesting horror films. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. If you know someone hasn't seen it, definitely show it to them, especially if on Halloween. It's really good. Anyway, that's my thoughts on VHS, VHS 2, and V8. I'm not even bothering talking about Viral. But anyway, let me know in the comment section down below which VHS should I watch now, because I'm looking at it. There's so many: 1985, 1994, 1999. Which one should I watch? Anyway, I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.